So I made this video just to give you my ideas and my experiences and all that stuff. It took quite a while just to make this video. It took like a few tries because I constantly kept being interrupted constantly. But now I'm out here in the car, so I'm able to tell you what I think. I think that the Incubus is a demon. I really do believe that it's a demon. And I know that you guys are probably going to be like, well, of course. How do you know? It's like, well, I don't know for a fact. Like, this is just speculation for me. But this is what I really believe. So when I was a kid, I don't know if I told you guys, but I did tell you guys that it used to mess with me when I was a child. It used to kiss me. It didn't actually used to have sex or anything like that. It just used to kiss me. Um, and so, but I don't know if I told you guys that in my sleep paralysis, when I'm laying, like in my sleep paralysis, it would open and close my legs over and over and over again, like open, close. And it's like my legs in my dream was bent. It was bent. And so it's like open, close. And I was able to not really dream because it was like super realistic. It was super realistic. It's almost like it was actually real life, almost like, right? So in my sleep paralysis, that's what it was doing, and I think it was testing me. I really do believe it was testing me. And so what do I mean by testing? I was able to actually fight it, like if I wanted to use my strength against it. I was able to like fight it, to stop my legs from opening, to say no or whatever in my head, to say no. Because in my sleep paralysis, I can't actually like talk, like move my mouth, talk. I could just say it in my head. But I didn't do that. I mean, I did that a few times because like this has been going on for like a while, like maybe a few months. That went on for like a few months. But like most of the times, like I just thought it was like really funny. Like whatever this thing is doing, it's opening and closing my legs, like, and I don't feel hands on my legs. I don't feel anything. And I think that was a test of I don't even know, compliancy, or whatever you call that. It's a test to see like if you're willing to allow it to do things to you so that it can continue to do things to you, if that would make sense. And this here is like, and what I'm telling you is like so technical. It's so technical because it's like, how in the world is a kid supposed to come up with this, right? Let's just say it's just imagination, or you see something in the movie or something. How in the world is a kid supposed to come up with this? Because it's really technical. Like, it's just something that I never like actually really saw before. Like, but if it's a demon, then it's testing me to see if I'm willing to comply or whatever weird stuff. So here's the next thing. Um, before it was just like before it was like I used to see tons of shadow figures in my sleep paralysis. A lot of shadow figures, right? And so it eventually just became the Incubus. And I'm wondering if that Incubus actually won out over the others. Like, you see, like, just won out. Like, you know, I don't even know how to explain it because it's super weird. I used to see many different shadow figures around me. Sometimes a one just stood there and stared, and it was gigantic, and it stared down at me. Um, that's another thing. And another thing I seen was that in my sleep paralysis, no, what I experienced is that when I tried to wake up, it was really stressful, like really stressful, like it was like a fight just to wake up. It was a fight just to wake up. And when I woke up, it's like it felt like something tried to pull me back asleep. It tried to pull me back asleep. And a lot of times, like I fell, like I fell to actually wake up, and I went back to sleep. I went into my sleep paralysis, of course, back to my sleep paralysis, and I seen the shadow figures again, right? So it felt like something was pulling me back to sleep, and that's like super weird. And when I actually woke up, I felt like really, really drained. Really drained. So that's another one. For in my yo, it's just so it's like it's actually hot out here, like in this car. Like you can see, I'm sweating. Um, so I'm trying to get my thoughts back, but and recently it tried to a couple of times it humiliated me in my dreams, right? In my sleep paralysis. I keep saying dreams, but sleep paralysis, it looks incredibly real. So it tried to humiliate me in my sleep paralysis a couple of times. I told it to go away, right? It went away for a short while, but then the next time it appeared, it but the next sleep paralysis I had, I saw a whole bunch of doves, bright doves on the wall, right? And it was like an animation type of doves. It wasn't like a real type of buzz, like more like an animation. It was flying across my wall, and I realized that it must have been an incubus trying to say he's sorry. Now this is like to the present day, where it's like just an incubus, nothing else. So anyway, it's like it was trying to say that it's sorry for what it did to me, and when I told it to go away. And I guess that it was like apologies. Like that's really weird. It's really weird. I don't know. And it did the same thing recently, like because 3 weeks ago in my dream it like humiliated me, and I'm too embarrassed to even tell you what it did to me, but it humiliated me, and I told it to go away. And then in the next sleep paralysis I had, which was about like 4 days ago, I had I saw that I was in a different house. It wasn't my house, and I saw that it had a purple painting on the wall. And purple, I like the color purple. Um, and it also had something else. And then I said that, oh, the color was really nice. And then the incubus was there. Of course, like I knew it was there. And then it started to, just pretty much. I feel so embarrassed saying it. I feel a little bit embarrassed saying it, but pretty much just like try to give me an orgasm. Basically, like when I was sitting down in the chair, because I decided to sit down, and so that's what it was doing. Um, so I just really do feel like it's a type of. It's very strange because the way it behaves like as if it has a mind of its own, Like it doesn't behave like I'm controlling it. It behaves like it has a mind of its own. Um, and I had to tell it in that dream that its name was Incubus, because it didn't. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it was around. But I could feel that it didn't really respond to Incubus. But I told it, that's your name, Incubus. I don't know if what I did was right or wrong, or if it was a bad decision or whatever, right? Um, so in that dream, I actually ended up leaving because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And I forgot to tell you, the biggest thing, the absolute biggest thing that what makes me think it's a demon, like one of the biggest things, right, is the fact that I called on God. That's the reason why I was in that dream like 4 days ago. Paralysis like 4 days ago, right, is because I called on God, right? And it comes. It seems like over the past, this has been doing this for years and years and years. When I call on God, I get a terrible feeling, and then the incubus comes. This has been happening for years and years and years. This is not new. A terrible feeling, and then the incubus comes. And I don't know why it doesn't like the name. I mean, well, if it's a demon, of course it's not going to like the name God. But it's very strange how you call on God, and then it comes, and then it tries to terrify me. That's what I thought it was trying to do. It was trying to terrify me because I felt a terrible feeling. And in the past, when I called on God, I had another terrible feeling, and I don't even have to remember the last time I did that, because it's been like so long when I called on God in my sleep paralysis. I don't remember, but I do remember that every single time I did, something bad happened. So this is why I think that the Incubus, what I've been seeing is actually a demon. Um, it's super hot out here. I'm really sweating. So I gotta go, guys. Bye.